It's okay on my side. Let's see if it works on YouTube.
It's showing the icon in the says live. It's showing
Okay,
the
it's working
icon
now.
in the says live.
Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Pressed it in, you're good to go.
Okay, that's great. Welcome everyone. Today it is October 18th. As promised, we want to have this time a live AMA session. That's why we called you to send us questions, and we prepared some answers for these questions. It will take maybe half an hour, maybe some more even, because we have a number of dozen questions. Enjoy this EMA session, please. And I'm giving word to Ruan now. Ruru, you can continue.
Hi, thanks, Master Dean. Yes, so we're going to be doing a live AMA session. We have a whole bunch of questions that you have asked, and we will be answering those questions. As you know, previously we do send updates through our Medium articles, and we do provide some information with regards to our project and what we're busy doing. But we thought give you the opportunity to ask certain questions, and these questions do come up on Telegram and Discord, a couple of times, but it's a chance for everyone to hear one answer. Okay, so I'm going to start with the questions. So the first question is, can we connect Electra Pay with Ripple's System Pay ID, as that would be unique? So we will definitely explore this in time. But we do have a number of ongoing tasks at the moment, and the team are pretty overloaded. So we will have to set some sort of priority on future tasks. But we'll certainly consider this as a future feature for Electra Pay, and we'll add it to our backlog. The next question, are there any plans to create a skinny mobile wallet? I don't know what a skinny mobile wallet is, but by this I mean a non-staking passive storage container for Electra coins that does not require the app to be running continuously. Opening the app, the funds can be spent immediately, and there's no need to wait for the entire blockchain to synchronize. So to answer that, I think we all have used the app, and we all know that there is definitely a synchronization process that happens before we can actually see a balance, maybe, or even if we want to send, our coins as a payment. So the current Electra mobile wallet is already a light wallet, and it doesn't download the whole chain, but only the blocks for your specific transactions. So making a wallet without any synchronization is possible, but it's not something that the team will implement, as this would mean it would be a centralized wallet. Blockchain is decentralized and far more secure. But talking about wallets, the team is currently working on a new interface for the desktop app, and we're also looking at upgrading the Electra blockchain to version 3. So it is the nature of the blockchain technology that the chain must be up to date before sending any coins. And we are working on some unique features, such as making the synchronization a lot faster than it is today. So you'll need to stay tuned for those announcements. Okay. Is there anything else that I can add to that answer, team?
No, you summarized pretty well.
Thank you. Okay, the next question. What is the progress on listings? When can we expect ECA to be recognized in the mainstream? Why are we left behind? And why are we not recognized for our excellent technology? Good question. So Electra is a community project like Bitcoin, and all support must come from the community, like the BTC community is doing. As a smaller core team, we do try to contact numerous exchanges, and some exchanges even contact us directly for listings. However, the market has evolved, so without a listing payment or some global hype, exchanges will not list a project for free. So we basically have two options. We need to raise funds for a tier 1 exchange or exchanges, which we would like to do. And these are the top exchanges like Binance, Kraken, QOB, etc. And the second option is that we have to close some high-end partnerships. So we create some Electra FOMO through global social media channels. So those basically are the two ways that we can actually get ECA to be recognized in the mainstream. And we definitely need the community to support us on that one. Okay, moving on to the next question. Will there be any coin burn to reduce Electra Coin in circulation to 1 billion? Okay, so right now, no, there is no concrete plan to reduce it to 1 billion supply. And maybe the question could be asked if we would actually swap 30 ECA to 1 ECA. But Electra is a payment coin, and payment coins need an average of 1 to 30 billion supply, especially in micropayments. So if there is ever a decision that we need to make, we will certainly ask the community and listen to the voice of the community around this question. But it's something that we need to actually think through, and we will sort of get the community buy-in or something like this. Okay, we have the next question. How will Electra utilize the REN protocol? Please explain what use case or partnership can come from it. So the REN protocol invited projects to submit their code and integration to their platform. So projects which are integrated into REN networks will become collateral for lending or borrowing. As a team, we then completed our task and submitted the code to GitHub. And now we are waiting for the REN protocol team to integrate us or integrate ECA. Unfortunately, there is no time period given, and we therefore need to wait patiently for their decision and the finalization of the integration. We then had a question from Master Den specifically. How did you discover Electra, and what is the reasons that make you stay? So I will speak for Master Den. So Master Den discovered Electra during August 2017. And he was quite familiar at that point in time with BTC for more than 7 years. And he did some research on Electra when he came up with this project. And he found out that the project was created by EO1 and definitely had the potential to grow, mainly because the community was great and there was a professional team that also supported it. And that is when the second chapter of Electra's history started. During 2017, several new people joined the community, and it certainly was a challenging period. And then with 2018 alt season, and with the help of the community members, ECA joined the ride like many of the other altcoins. And during 2018, a good, well-structured team was established, and the project moved forward to new levels, enhancements, listings. So, MD, I don't know if you want to add to that question.
No, that's okay. That's fine. Thank you very much, Guru.
Okay, next question. Is EO1 going to be involved someday? So I just want to let you know that the team is always active with the project all the time. So he is active, and we do communicate with him. And we've also extended an offer for him to be part of the foundation. So keep an eye out for that one. The next question. How can Electra be successful when the market is not educated at all? Electra is honest and it is good and it has enormous potential. But why can't people see that? Does Electra have to operate like other projects out there? They're not good and are completely dishonest. Okay, this is, I think, frustrating for, a lot of the community members and I think for the core team as well. So, we have been very sincere from the beginning. And yes, we definitely have enormous potential. We, as in the current community, we need to inform and educate as many people as we can to join our community. And we need the community, to create this awareness. It's not always easy to run a project with honesty, but it's definitely a better and more secure way to do it. And I suppose the proof is that Electra is still here today, and we are still working for the future. And even if you don't see much happening right now, it's because we are mostly working in the background to create and improve the Electra ecosystem. Then we had another question. The supply is too high, and you can't use XRP as an example of why this doesn't matter. Why doesn't ECA look into cutting the supply to 3 billion or less? No one wants a coin with this supply. Also, never getting on a top-tier exchange has slowly killed a coin. So I think we have answered. It's very similar to like a previous question where we spoke about, sort of reducing it to a lower supply. And I think there are several examples in the market today where there are coins that have a higher supply than Electra. And this topic has come up very often on Discord and Telegram. And even, the internal core team has spoken about it in depth. And as previously said, it's quite a significant decision. So before we can make any decision, the team and the community must, look at the different do a proper case study, and on the different coins and do this research thoroughly. It's not something we're going to exclude at all, but we definitely need to do more research on this topic, and it needs to be handled very carefully. So, to get the community involved in how we actually do it. So it's not off the cards, but it is something that we need to look at and address. And hopefully that answers that question.
Ruru, maybe we can also tell about this supply. Like we mentioned, that there are many other projects which have even higher supply, much higher supply than ECA. And their price, the market price of these coins, of these tokens, some of them are tokens, are higher even. So it's not a single, let's say, reason why we have the 30 billion supply and we have a very low market price. Because, for example, today XLM, XRP, ADA, Tron, Dogecoin, VeChain, when you look at these projects, some of them have even 3 to 4 times higher than ECA. So this is just a side note which I wanted to add to this topic, this question. Okay.
I think it is a complex topic because it's not just about the supply, there's also the market that we're in at the moment. So, we did go through, sort of the altcoin season where a lot of the coins actually did see, they did advance quite a bit. And I think maybe Electra didn't as much as the other coins. And, and it is difficult times. But so I don't think it's always, just about the supply. I think we need to look at, sort of all the different factors and include that into a proper, do proper research on this. But thank you, Master Dan. Okay, so the next question: what kind of evolution will Electra evolve into the future? Also, are there any plans for Electra Pay to expand into Japan? So Electra is definitely not limited to any single region, and the aim is definitely to expand to all countries as much as possible. But again, we'll definitely need the help from the community members. I mean, already there are over 10 different local languages on the social channels, such as Discord and Telegram. So community members can freely contact us and ask, how can they assist us and contribute to this. The Electra project has to evolve constantly. So as I have mentioned, we are working on the new version of the core code, the blockchain, and so that's under development, and that'll be version 3. So just a little bit about that. The team is building the new code base on top of the Bitcoin 02 version. Electra currently uses version 0.12013 right at this point in time, with custom code on top of that. So we will actually then move up to 0.20 version of the Bitcoin code. So with the new code base, we'll definitely add more features and then some unique ones too. Security is always a concern, so we're always looking at improving that, specifically around the staking and the algorithm. And so currently, when you want to stake, you have to unlock your wallet, and then you have to submit your coins to the staking process. In the new code base, this will change if the final user decides to. So we'll use a similar approach to cold staking. So if let's say, for example, a wallet is on a VPS, you'll be able to stake without having the physical coins there. But of course, like any version change that we do, we give you a detailed description of what we're actually doing. So look out for that, and we'll give you all the details with the new version that's coming up. So also along with this blockchain update, we won't stop our current products. We're always thinking and working on different projects and some side projects using our blockchain. And some of these projects are actually not even related to payments at all. So we're actually looking at a specific project that is not related to payments, but it has a definite use case for certain businesses. So we are working on this one, but it's still a bit early to explain to the community what we're doing because we're testing it out. It's not ready, but we are working with a business to see how we can implement that. Okay, next question. I like your Mad Cup. Where can I get it? Okay, so on the main page of Electra Project website, there are 2 buttons on the right-hand side of the page that will direct you to our shop. The first one directs you to the Spreadshirt Electra shop, and the second one directs you to the Goodie shop. Unfortunately, the Mad Cup is too expensive to ship, so it's only available on the Spreadshirt shop. And then unfortunately, that one actually doesn't have Electra Pay linked to it, but it is available on that shop. If you get stuck, please ask on Discord or Telegram, and I'm sure someone will assist you. We have many community members that are very willing to help out. Okay, I think the next question is quite interesting. Is the Electra team going to split into 2? One which will take care of the community side and the other one for the business side? If so, who is to run the community side and who is going to run the business side? Okay, so as you know, we've got a core team that drives specific topics, such as the technical development, any official contacts to third-party companies, projects, etc. And we're also working on business plans for Electra Pay. And this list goes on and on and on, but we definitely work on certain topics. So the core team will continue to operate as we always have, but we do, however, want to grow the community team. And we've already started some discussions on how we can do this. What we need are loyal members who are willing to take on this crucial role. Managing the community is not as easy as one might think, and you need strong nerves, especially when communicating with some members and even fake troll accounts. So it wouldn't be two different teams, but more two parts of the same team. Okay, the next question is probably someone that doesn't really know Electra Coin too well, and they said, can you ASIC mine the Electra Coin? If you can, what script is it and how do you do it? We know that you cannot, because this is not like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is proof of work, where Electra is a proof of stake coin, and the only way to stake is to keep your wallet online and to stake your coins. The next question is a hot topic. When will ECA join to DeFi project? Okay, so this topic arose about a month ago, and the understanding of what DeFi is has been miscommunicated, and it's still ongoing in the crypto market. Anything relating to finance and that is decentralized is DeFi. So all cryptocurrency falls under DeFi, like BTC, Doge, and Electra. So unfortunately, people are labeling only lending platforms as DeFi, which is not correct. And even worse, many of these projects are actually managed and controlled by a centralized team, and they have the ability to suspend, freeze any account. So in fact, they're not DeFi. However, the marketing dynamics in the crypto world have been using FOMO as a tool, and they've created this new definition of DeFi, which is absolutely false and very misleading. Electra is a decentralized cryptocurrency project. We do not have any plans on our roadmap to make it a lending platform, but there is another possibility, and that we as a team can integrate ECA into platforms as a lending asset. Okay, so hopefully that answers the DeFi question. Okay, moving on to the next question. It's obvious that marketing is our weak spot. What are the short and long-term plans of this important subject? Indeed, we are not aggressive with our marketing. And this is definitely one of the reasons why we plan to expand the team and then give more power to the community, especially on the marketing side. So as previously discussed in another question, we're going to have sort of more, we want to expand the community side team in order to grow the marketing. So I think a lot of the marketing information will come from the core team, but then it's up to the community to spread the news and to drive the marketing into businesses and to the community itself. You can also follow the roadmap items for the mid and long-term milestones, but we do change and improve some of the milestones for the benefit of the whole project if we need to. Electra Pay is our flagship product. There are over 7,000 coin projects. So if you look at Electra project as a coin project, there are 7,000 coin projects out there in the market. And if you look at ElectraPay and you compare how many projects are similar to ElectraPay, there are about 20 projects out there. So we definitely want to increase the use of ElectraPay. Regarding the Electra blockchain, again, the team is looking at doing this major upgrade, and there will, as I said before, there will be some nice features and improvements, and this is, again, we're always looking at increasing the confirmation times, higher TPS, etc. But we will definitely prepare a detailed article on all these features. Okay, so the next question, implementing smart contracts can be huge for Electra blockchain. Is the Electra team working on implementing smart contracts? And if so, when do you think the smart contract option will be ready for general use? Thanks. Okay, so smart contract is something that we have spoken about for quite a long period in time. Unfortunately, it's quite complicated to implement in the current Electra blockchain. So the short answer is no. We have been working on side projects which are similar to smart contracts and get similar results, but it isn't a smart contract. We are looking at a specific feature right now in our blockchain that can be used for certain companies and institutions, and it doesn't work on payments. So it's a definite use case for a business that we are working on, and we do have a client that is assisting us, and we don't want to say too much at this point in time because we're actually just doing this as a proof of concept. And if it does work, of course, we will then expand that and make it public. Yeah, so that's on smart contracts. But, and again, I think it's something that, we will look at, if it's something that we do need to implement, even though it is complicated, we might actually then make that decision. So again, nothing's off the cards, but if you're looking in the short term, the answer is no, but we are using the existing blockchain functionality to create something similar to smart contracts. Okay, the next question. Are there any big partnerships planned in the near future? Okay, so the core team do work on smaller projects, and we are looking at specific businesses and working with certain businesses, but the real growth will really happen when the community steps in. So we have some ideas, and hopefully they will be realized in a few months' time. And this may help us with new partnerships into the future, and then also creating a better awareness around Electra and ElectraPay. So let's say, for example, we will be building an affiliate module within ElectraPay, which will then assist people to promote ElectraPay for possible passive earnings. We will want to call all community members to contact as many companies as possible and educate them about Electra and ElectraPay and its capabilities. This module will be fully integrated into ElectraPay, so it's not a partnership, and it's part of our business plan and of the future company of the Electra project. So it's a lot better than a partnership. It's a real use case in the real world. So it has a potential because then Electra is being used as an efficient tool in the real world. Okay, so I think the next question is, how do you see Electra in 2021? So I think we will always continue to be innovative, and we will continue to strive to be listed on a tier 1 exchange or exchanges. As we've already discussed quite a bit, is the version 3 of the blockchain that we're busy developing. That'll have really good new features, as well as we're looking at creating new features into the wallet, making it user-friendly, more user-friendly. And then we are also building a stable and user-friendly Electra Pay system. And we're also focusing quite a bit of effort on an Electra POS for business. So that's been tested at this point in time. So we are also looking into how we can focus on business aspects of our products along with the well-developed blockchain that we have developed. We do understand that we haven't fully unlocked our full potential of the blockchain, and we will continue to develop and then increase the ecosystem to offer our future business partners. But one thing for sure, the Electra team will never stop working. We have purple blood, and we will always find solutions to any problem. So the future is ours, and the only possible end is a clear and strong success. Okay. The next question, will there be ECA cards in the near future? Okay, so for the ECA debit cards, we did announce a partnership with a few projects. And it's unfortunate that during the COVID period, many of the projects suffered delays, and basically they couldn't do as much of the development they wanted to do. But we can assure you that we are still in communication with them, and they are starting to show some more activity. And I think in the upcoming months, you should see more activity coming from them than in the past months. So we will keep you updated on that and those partners when we get more information coming through. Okay, the next question. We know that Electra Coin has a big ambition. My question is, what is your strategies or plans to encourage more people to use Electra Coin? Is there any possible scenario that the value of Electra Coin will increase once it hits the expected number of users? Okay, well, thank you for this question. So as explained, the team drives the project mainly around the technical developments and some critical decisions. As you know, community projects like BTC, Litecoin are well supported by their communities. And the same applies to Electra. We need more contribution from the community members. We would also like to add that the awareness will not come from the public side of the crypto world, but I think more from companies using the blockchain technology. And I think that is the reason why a lot of our solutions are dedicated to companies to promote blockchain and, companies using the blockchain. And again, our focus is not only on payment solutions. We have, sort of other solutions that we are developing at this point in time. The next question is, are you actively working with tier 1 exchanges to get listed? Simple yes or no. I can't imagine how a yes or no to that question would breach an NDA. Okay, so, tier one or top exchanges unfortunately do have strict rules compared to the small exchanges. And as a team, we need to follow those legalities. And we can only disclose certain information, as you know. But yes, things are moving forward, albeit slowly, but we will not succeed on a tier 1 exchange without sort of the community being involved. So I do believe that very soon you will hear about this, and we'll need your support on this to get us onto a tier 1 exchange. I don't know if any of the rest of the team want to say anything on that one, or do you feel like I've covered that?
No, that's pretty fine. Well, tier 1 exchanges, they have really strict policies. Yes, we're in communication, direct communication with one of the tier 1 exchanges. But we cannot say much more than this because the NDA has been signed already a month ago. So the community members should be a bit more patient, that we can maybe bring it to end, close the deal. We may ask our community to contribute, support us, maybe with donations. We are just discussing now with the tier 1 exchange. So just please patience some more, and we'll come back to you. We will inform you about it.
Thanks, Master Dan. Okay, so I think there's another question here. Among the top wallets, there are several ones, non-Cryptopia, without any activity since 2018. Are such potentially abandoned wallets any problem for the liquidity of ECA? Do you consider a hard fork so that the circulating supply is reflecting the real active market value? And then number 2, on the Electra project webpage, you are saying that you want to focus more on a business approach for ElectraPay. Can you share a bit more what you're planning? So I think on number 2, I have already responded previously. And I think, as we always do recommend that users keep their coins, in their own wallets and do not rely on a third-party service provider, exchanges, online staking pools, etc. And it's just due to the nature of the blockchain technology. There are always updates, improvements that we need to do. So we try to make sure that the blockchain is secure and it's user-friendly. But some of these third parties might miss an update, and if you do not update the blockchain to the correct version, that means that you'll be on an old chain, and you won't get your staking, or if you're on an older chain. So it's important, I think, like as a rule of thumb, that you always have your own wallet with your coins in there, because we're always doing releases. So from an ElectraPay point of view, so this ElectraPay was developed by the Electra project team. Electra project is open source, whereas ElectraPay is more intended for a business solution for profits and monetization. So a portion of the raised funds from ElectraPay will flow into the Electra project, for development and to ensure sustainability. So we are trying to prepare some business plans, and we are having sort of weekly, during our weekly calls, we are discussing, ElectraPay quite a bit. We also have some options like contacting a venture capital firms to try and raise funds for ElectraPay. So if we can achieve this, then we'll be able to reach our goals a lot faster. So it's not an easy period at this point in time because we don't have the funding, and we do rely on sort of voluntary development within the project. So, but we've made progress with ElectraPay, but it's also, again, you've got to get the buy-in of the business, and we've got to sort of start utilizing it. So it is tough, but we are moving forward. As the Electra project is also a member of the ETA Association, and we've been a member for 2 years now. So yeah, the ETA Association consists of over 500 members, and there's several giant companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, WorldPlay that are part of ETA. As you know, I myself, Ruan, joined 2 of the committees, and I meet with them every month. There are some online webinars that we participate in. So I think this year has been a bit of a better year. I've done a presentation about crypto payments. I'm due to do another a bigger presentation next month. So, our whole idea of joining ETA was for the networking, to be able to present crypto payments and blockchain technology to ETA traditional members, finding solutions and cooperation with partners, and ensuring sustainability by strengthening our place in the global payments era. So we have been building relationships, and we have been expanding the circle within ETA, but it does take a bit of time to do that. So I think that it is great that we've been given the chance to actually present crypto payments, in these committee meetings. So it does take time, and we'll certainly give you some feedback, but we are there, we are present, and we are collaborating. And I think that is it for the questions.
Seems so.
Okay. I'm just having a look to see if there are any questions that are coming through. I think depending on how many questions come through, and if there are easy questions that we can answer, we will answer, but we might actually then just start using these questions that come through and actually then do a follow-up AMA session. So we'll just pause for a few seconds just to see what questions are coming through, and then make a decision what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. Seems there are no further questions apart from the Cardano blockchain, Aile, but that needs bit research and study by our technical team. But we have some priorities, so we have to finalize a couple of milestones, and after that we can continue exploring some other options, maybe, because this is, as you know, our resources are limited. We have to utilize every resource very well, very efficiently, so that we can bring it to the end and announce the final product. But it's well, I don't see any other questions, so we can close wrap up here.
Master Dan, I just wanted to say one thing. Yeah, just a little bit about the ElectraPay. So ElectraPay is just the ability for a merchant to log in and register, and that basically means that he can accept ECA payment from WordPress site at this point in time. And as you know, that we're busy developing the one that is a global plugin for any website. We have been working on Electra POS, which is a point of sale system that then integrates into ElectraPay. So any merchant can use this POS to accept ECA. So it has certain functions. So you basically can enter the amount of the product or that you're selling, and it'll actually then process the transaction through ElectraPay, convert it, and then display a QR code, which then the person then paying for the merchandise can actually scan it with their mobile phone, and then the payment will go through. So soon you'll see quite a bit of information coming with the Electra POS system. There'll be tutorials, there'll be videos, there'll be everything that you need to get you started on Electra POS. So again, this will help the community to understand the use case and where we are actually trying to drive the business case. So yeah. And then you can download it and even test it and see how fast Electra Pay actually is working at this point in time. So yeah, I just wanted to end off on that note. So Master Dan, you can close off, and that's all from my side. And thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to answer these questions, and hopefully the community are now more informed.
We appreciate you much, Ruan.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's a one question left. This is from Alexander. Well, this is a good question. In fact, we touched this point. His question is maybe the pre-mine funds could be used as the prize money for community members, helping ECA to get partnerships, like 100K for small, 100K ECA for small partnerships, several million for big partnerships. Well, the solution which we are considering is, in fact, it's much better than this. And this is the affiliate network system which will be integrated into Electra Pay. In other words, let's say when you find a company by using your own circle, your friend, someone else you know very well, a businessman which you met during playing golf or whatever in the gym which you met, if you can convince him and with a small piece of code, when this company registers itself through this affinity code, then you will get passive income all the time from each transaction. So this can be a small shop, or this can be a really good big e-commerce website. So at once you can see rolling a lot of commissions coming to you, just sitting and waiting, checking your dashboard on Electra Pay. So that's what our team is trying to build and create nowadays. And that will really encourage the community members to contribute much more than before in terms of bringing more companies, more partnerships, more merchants to Electra Pay ecosystem. And keep in mind, we don't only stand that ECA will be the key payment coin there, the only key payment coin, but our team is also on the way integrating nowadays Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, the major coins, and some stable coins as well, so that there will be several options for the merchants. But when a user, a customer is paying for some merchant, or let's say doing some shopping, he or she will be able to see also ECA as an option there. And ECA will have definitely more advantages. It will have more advantages like the processing time, like the commissions. So that will be a win-win solution. Even it will be a win-win-win, 3 times win solution once we integrate it and make it live. So I hope this clarifies your question and your idea. We appreciate much. We always are open to such nice, let's say, proposals, ideas. Please don't hesitate to send them to the team anytime. Well, I think we did it today. Hopefully you enjoyed, all the members here who participated into this AMA session. Once let's say the conditions are well, we will try to arrange once again or a couple of times more in the future. This is all depending on the timing, on the let's say conditions, anything else. But you know, we are honest, we are here, we're working for the project. We just need the support from the community more than before. Thank you very much for joining, and we wish you a great day or night wherever you are, and enjoy the time.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.